History doesn't go in a straight line, and we find that we'll get a couple of steps forward and a step back. And it's not just my country. I find it happening in a lot of countries right now. And our hope is that it doesn't mean you don't get in and fight and work to try and make the world better. You fail as much as you succeed, but that's okay. That doesn't mean you don't try.
They say that the arc bends towards justice, and I think our feeling is it takes individuals to bend the arc, and that's why we say at the foundation we're trying to wage justice, because it's an action. And I think it's a time in the world where people realize you can't be vigilant, you have to be vigilant.
Yes.
About human rights.
And to your left, please. And over here, please.
I think there hasn't been a time in 300 years that free speech hasn't been under threat. It's always under threat. And it's a battle that has to be fought endlessly. It's never over and it's never complete. And every time we think we've mastered it, and I'm not just talking about the United States, I mean everywhere. Every time we think we've found a way we've moved on, then we find moments where we say, oh, actually, we still have to keep fighting this fight. Long before I was a successful actor, I grew up in the 60s. We had the Vietnam War protests, we had the women's rights protests, we had the civil rights protests. If you weren't part of protesting and part of action, then you were participating in society. So my generation, we always did this. This is not something that you do just because your voice gets louder.
You get all these big Hollywood houses. How do you do that? How do you get people
To look up to you.
Work hard and surround yourself well.
With old gray-haired people, yeah.
I actually FaceTimed them on the way here and they were like, why do you look so fancy? So I don't think they particularly appreciate it yet, but they're only 8. So
They got time to.
A fair amount of ceremony, but a lot of real joyous energy. I think people have to retain their composure. Things are being shaken up now, and values and institutions are being tested, and I think they'll come out stronger. It's good to be tested, it's good to be shaken up, it's good to be forced to say, why do we believe in the things that we've been fighting for so long?
Over the years, working together with Amal and George over the years, doing their wedding, Amal's wedding makeup, and just sort of, in so many ways. And I think what they're doing, here, creating a more positive world, we all have that, as I said before, that collective responsibility to make, the change making that they're doing, that social impact. It's really important. So it's amazing to be here tonight to really see all of this come together. Thank you.
Light today.
And to your left, please.
I show up with my wife, you guys are all very nice.
I think George and Amal are incredible human beings, absolutely amazing. For all the reasons everybody knows about and for all the reasons everybody doesn't know about. I showed up here this morning early to do like a sound check, and George was here. And, he wanted to talk about the set list, and all the tables were getting set up, and he was standing here at 10 o'clock this morning. So I think that they're hardworking and it just, importantly, empathic people.
I met George when I was 18, and from that moment until now, he's constantly inspired me to do better, be better, and dream better for the world, and do whatever I possibly can from my little piece of the puzzle.
Because I think that, advocating free speech and tolerance, even if you disagree with the person's point of view, we should all be, in my opinion, allowed to say and do what we want to do in the world. But there are many places that you can't do that.
again, on to the centre. And up to the top, please.